All right, guys, let's talk dative again today. Hopefully, by now it's starting to sink in that dative and words indirect object mean the same thing. And an example there would be if I give um, my sister a car. Um, we've got three things in that sentence and after our verb. So our verb is give, and who's giving? I am. What am I giving? A car. Who's getting or receiving the car? My sister. Now, sister is not directly related to the verb give. She's not giving, she's not being given. She's getting. And dative as the indirect object typically, at least for your guys' purposes, refers to usually the person, not always a person, but usually the person getting or receiving something. We're going to dive into another reason things are dative very soon. That's because they follow a particular word. Those words are Aufsaucer bei mit, Nachzeit von zu, and you'll get really good at identifying those. But for now, let's look at some more examples of what happens to the word the. So, the is wonderful. In English, we don't have to ever worry about changing it. In German, though, the word the changes all the time. It gives you a lot of information. It's really, if you get used to it, awesome because it tells you more than a typical English sentence. So, like looking at Was schenkst du blank Opa zum Geburtstag? What we're saying is, what are you giving the grandpa for his birthday? Now, it'll be der Opa, die Tante, die Mama, der Papa. We already did these examples, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time going through again, but der Opa goes to dem to show that he's getting something. He's dative. Die Tante goes to der. Die Mama goes to der Mama. Der Papa, dem. All right? So masculine nouns go to dem, feminine nouns go to der when they are dative, when they're getting or receiving something. Okay? So why is that dative? Was schenkst du dem Opa zum Geburtstag? What are you giving to the grandpa? All right? Grandpa is the indirect object. We went through the ihm and ihr. We're going to circle back to that later. I want to look at these mine dine examples. And you are able to make a copy and try these along with me. So where it says, Was schenkst du blank Mutter und blank Vater zum Weihnachten? The word mine and dine they're possessive adjectives. They work the same way as die or der. We would put similar endings. So for Mutter, if she's getting or receiving something, is dative. Was schenkst du deiner Mutter? What we're saying with deiner is your, right? It's dative because we're giving something to mom. Vater would be like going from der to dem. It'd be deinem. And I'm going to figure out how to get you guys the best version of this dare chart. And there we see that change happening. If you want, you can take a screenshot, save that. But this is what we'll be using primarily just because it's the easiest one to read. I don't have this. I'll have to recreate it, which wouldn't be that tough. But I'll get one to you guys very soon. So here, if we look at this next one, and we're saying I give my dad and my mom 2 CDs. For dad, mine. Usually it'd be mine. Mein Vater heißt Richard, yeah? If it's nominative, it'd be meinen, yeah? If that's accusative, it's meinen. If it's dative, it goes to meinem. Ich schenke meinem Vater. So the masculine nouns have 3 possible changes. Later on 4. That's a lot. Sorry. How about Mutter? That one's going to go, instead of die to der, it'll be meiner Mutter. Was schenkst du? Here it's du, so it'd be deinem Onkel und deiner Tante. Ich schenke meinem Onkel ein Buch und meiner Tante Pralinen. Those are candies or bonbons. Was schenkst du deiner Oma und deinem Opa? Try the next one. Ich schenke blank Opa Blumen und blank Oma Pralinen. We're going to give my grandpa flowers and my grandma candy. What do we do on grandpa that's different to grandma? They're different endings. Which one's ER? Which one's EM? It's just like 5. Look down here. Ik schenke blank broeder ein boek. Ik schenke blank auch eine CD. So we might say ik schenke meinem Bruder ein Buch. Ik schenke, if I didn't want to say meinem Bruder again, I could replace it with ihm for him. Eine CD. Ich schenke meiner Oma ein Blume. Und ich schenke, instead of saying meiner Oma again, I could say her. If you remember, that was ear. Ihm and ear. We're a little ahead on learning those though. Ich schenke meiner Mutter ein Poster. Ich schenke ihr auch Parfum. Und ich schenke meinem Opa Pralinen. Ich schenke what's him? Ihm auch eine CD. Try the other and see if you're getting it. 5 und 6. And then down here, I just wanted to get to where we were looking at making our own sentences. Was schenkst du deiner Mutter? What are you giving your mom? What if we're going to say, I'll give my mom a book? Are we ready for that? I think we are. Ich schenke. Schenke means to give a present. Ich schenke meiner Mutter ein Buch. If we wanted to say the mom, the book, it would be Ich schenke der Mutter das Buch. Right? With ein, it's very similar, but some different endings. You will be able to use whatever chart you have or can find or that is available. Ein words work like that. Was schenkst du deinem Opa? Let's do a couple of these and then I want you to try them. Was schenkst du deinem Opa? Ich schenke, I could say meinem Opa. I could say dem Opa. I could even say ihm to say him. I'm going to go with meinem Opa. What am I going to get him? Eine CD. Metallica CD. And Oma is going to get some flowers. Ich schenke der Oma or meiner Oma. So Blumen or flowers, we don't need an A, we don't need to say the, we can just say Blumen. Ich schenke meinem Vater ein Hemd. Ich schenke meinem Onkel eine Uhr. Ich schenke meiner Tante einen Rock. All right? So try and see if you can, if these are making sense. It's okay if they're not, but this is designed to break down what it is to be the indirect object. And they're just boring practice sentences. There's lots and lots more out there about dative, but we got to kind of take it a lesson at a time. And let me know if you have questions on this one. So choose.